Hello, boys and girls. How are we all tonight? Hope you can all hear me. Goodness me, 7, 9. Oh, we're up to 9. Who have we got in tonight? Rob, of course. He likes to get in first, I think. Yes, no, all the books are falling on me. Can you see? Good evening, Caven. 4 a.m. next Tuesday. Yeah, sure. Is that what that wasn't what it said? Good evening, Mel, the Bolo Hunter. Thank you for calling in. Caven, is your back to normal now? Almost. So we'll just see how we go. And we'll chat away until I decide that I've had enough of yous, I suppose. I reckon. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Bax. Yes, we are on the CC tonight. I have my trusty little bottle here. I have already loaded up one can to start with. So we will see how we go. Hello, Mary. Good morning to you. And it's good evening here. It's 9:30 at night here. So I'm glad you could join in. Hello, Graham. Good to see you. And hello, Liz. Rob says, hope you're well. Yes, I am well. Thank you very much. Very well. Paul, master of the Ozpost. Oh, no, my post business buddy. And looky here. The disgruntled octopus has deigned to grace us with his presence. How nice is he? Hello, Marianne. You're in Maine. Good evening there. And it's, well, yes, it is. I suppose it's morning for you, is it? I do get confused because I know that there's like 4 different time zones over there. I struggle with that whole trying to get the time zones right. I am locked and loaded. Thank you very, very much. Whoops. Went ahead a bit. Disgruntled. Yes. Everyone's saying hello to Octo. G'day, Jane. Good to see you in. Oh, we missed Jane, the flipping farm girl. Good to see you. Oh, Adam. Why am I not surprised that you've called in? Just so I can get my pitchfork out. I actually was going to bring the pitchfork inside so that I could give you a pitchfork shove, but yeah, I shouldn't have brought it inside, shouldn't I? Hello, Bronwyn. Are you finishing dinner? Well, yes, I haven't long had mine. I had buttered chicken tonight, which was quite good. Loopy can't afford to drink. Oh, it doesn't sound like you've had a good week on eBay then. Hi, Dean. CC and dry. Yeah, I don't mind a CC and dry. But I generally would have that pre-mixed, not, mix myself if I'm going to have the dry. G'day, Dave. Good to see you. And he says hello to everyone. Scotty, does the Octo ever leave you alone, Grumpy? I think he favours you very much like a granny he has missed. Yes, he does. Yes. No, he never leaves me alone. He annoys me all day. Octo's saying hello to people. Bronny, hi. Good to see you. Thanks for calling in again. Is there a poll somewhere for the Facebook question? No, I don't know how to do a poll yet, but I'll have a look in a sec and see if I can work it out. I just thought the best thing I could do, like that I knew what to do, was to put the banner along the front, but I'm not too sure about a poll, so I'll have to work that one out. Pitchfork is good to use to grill octopuses. Yes, indeed it is. Quite agree, Mary. Marianne says, I'm going to be using your video to redo my eBay storefront. I used it to set up for Halloween. Great video. Oh, thank you very much, Marianne. Yes, if anyone is interested, you can go and check out on my channel the banner video. I actually redid mine yesterday after Halloween. So I totally refuse to do any Christmas stuff until the 1st of December, and then I go full force. So I won't put a Christmas banner. I've got a hair in my glasses here somewhere. So I won't put my Christmas stuff up. It's still there. I can feel it. Oh, how annoying. Yes, very good. Thank you. Everyone's saying hi to Octo. Don't know why. No, Captain Morgan. No, Captain Morgan tonight. We are on the Canadian Club tonight. And Mary says she already has a tree up. No, because I go full on with Christmas decorations. I love Christmas, and I really love Christmas decorations. And I have a big, huge tree, and I have a Santa collection. Oh, that lipstick of mine is just so out of whack, or it might be the light shining on it. It's terrible. See if we can even it up a bit. I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, I go full force, and I have a huge Santa collection, and there's Santas all over the house. And so if I put it up in November, by the time Christmas comes around, like I've almost had enough of trying to sidestep all the decorations and trees and things. So I refuse to put it up 1st of December, and I think it's about the 6th or the 7th, maybe, of January. It doesn't come down before then. There is a story to that. Can't remember what it is right now, but we'll talk about that closer to Christmas. I have 300 Christmas satchels coming on Monday. Whoa, very good. Hello, Jazz. Good to see you, Thumbnail Queen. From Two Aussie Thrifters. Sandra, hello. Again, Christmas satchels. Dean says, Gigi, please say octopuses. Tentacles. Octopuses. Yes, just for those that aren't aware, there is no such thing as octopi. Well, maybe if you put octopus inside a pie, you could probably call it an octopi. Yeah. But yeah, no. Scotty says, well, you're having a few tonight. I'm on Figure Realm sorting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle weapons. Oh, cool. I actually picked up a couple of turtles the other day. Not live ones. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 90s. Rob says, Sandra, I had to get my order for supplies up over a certain threshold to get a nice discount. Haha, good idea. Mary says, you should have Octo help you decorate. With that arms, it could be very handy and tasty. Yes, true. Get hungry, chop a bit off, put it on the barbecue. Jane says, working with the sketchiest internet connection tonight, bloody Telstra maintenance, so don't know how long I could hang around for. Yeah, I know the feeling. Mine will cut out every now and again. And we have Paul. If we're going to say octopuses, can we stop saying tentacles? They have arms. Yeah, we can stop saying tentacles. We can. I have questions and things to talk about tonight. So how about that? I'm kind of like prepared, which is hence why I'm in this room instead of being where I normally do my podcast from, because I wanted access to my other computer, because this is quite an old laptop that I'm doing this on, and it tends to get a bit cranky if I do too much off the program that I use to do the live. So I decided that the information I need, I've got it on my other computer, which is there with the two screens. Scotty says, Jess, it was great to see you. It was great you beating that reseller Brad to the score in your video. Yeah. Now what did I see that you got this morning that I was quite pleased? I thought was good. Can't remember, but anyway, I watched it. Mary says she loves this room. Graham says, as long as it's not a stripper pole. Yes, well, I don't know where that Josh Gibb is, because I reckon he's a stripper, wherever he is. Mary Ann says, we love our tree. It is a flat back tree, and we change. Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, that's what I need, a flat back tree. I didn't know you could get them like that. And we change the lights for the seasons, Valentine's, St. Pat's, red, white, blue for patriotic holidays, Easter. Wow. So is that a real tree or an actual, fake fold-up Christmas tree? Flipping Farm Girl is interested in book club, which is temporarily what I'm calling it. Hi, Anthony. Good to see you. Evening all. Supposed to be doing listing, but we're putting up Christmas tree and decorations. It's too early. You'll be sick of it by Christmas. Everything is a competition, says Jazz. Oh, it's a fake one. Good, cool. Well, I shall have to have a look. Hello, Thrifty Pixie, also known as Cara, queen of the getting the fancy dresses that she picks up and sells on eBay. And she's in the warehouse with Brad and Jazz. And yeah, she picks up some really nice stuff. Some nice vintage ceramics and things, which, yeah, I don't know. I just, can't handle posting them. Really, really, really. December 24th for my tree. Hi, Sandra. That's terrible. And we have Kelly. Good evening, Gigi. Well, here we've got another queen. Kelly is the queen of refurbishing dolls' hair and making them look super special. Finding a princess underneath all that. Even a princess crown, I believe. Marianne says, this is great of you, Granny. My first live attendance. Oh, well, I'm glad you came. Very good. We talk about all different sorts of things. There's no format here really much. Oh, what we got here? Pixie's the Bible Queen these days. Woohoo, very good. Yeah, Bibles do sell well. And if you can get some old antique and vintage leather ones, bound ones, especially if they've got either the gilt edging around them or even the red edging around them, yeah, they sell exceptionally well. Cathan, I used to put up a tree, but the cats kept tipping it over and pulling the balls off. Yeah. I know that feeling. Yeah, when we had kittens, but I think Simba is old enough now she won't climb it. Well, one could only hope. Kelly says, thanks. Through the Pixie, I keep saying that. Cara says she does like Bibles. Not much a fan of the content. Jazz says those doll makeovers. Wow, do my hair next. Yeah, she does a great job, doesn't she? If anyone wants to see that, if you go and have a look at Kelly, what Kelly found on Instagram, you'll be able to see what she does to the dolls. The disgruntled octopus says, I got burnt by a Bible today. Isn't he funny? He's such a funny fellow. So, I think I may have mentioned this before. Who have we got? Riley. G'day. Jody here at Joesters. She says, hi, Grumpy Granny. Good to see you live. Love, Jody. I am alive and live. Yes, he sets things on fire. Dawn and Susie say hi. They miss you. Yes, I know, but I can't be staying up that late right now. Bible content is perfect. It's who is speaking it. Yeah, that's right. Very true, very true. Jesus doesn't like octopuses. Oh, dear. Dear. And we have, Blake. Here's Blake, minus his moustache, I have to say, and has a very cute little baby face under all that hair that he had on his face, but he has shaved it off for Movember. So if anyone wants to sponsor Blake, again, check out his Instagram, or I'll make sure I put some of these links, if I remember to, in the description afterwards. I probably can actually do some of that stuff on here, but Blake, give me the link. Can you send me the link in for your thingamajiggy? You know what I'm talking about? Like your donation-y thingy, and I will put a link to it in here for Movember, because it's for men's health, for those that aren't from Australia and that aren't where we have a thing called Movember, and the guys all shave their beards and moustaches off, and those that haven't got them, then during Movember they actually grow moustaches and people sponsor them, and that money goes into looking after men's health, which is a great cause. But I have heard on the grapevine we could be in for a treat regarding Blake's beard. Did you send it to me on Instagram, Blake? Hang on, wait a minute. Gotta find it. Copy. Let's see if I can be clever enough to do this. Oh, it's a big long one. No, it won't work. It's too long. Why is that happening? Hang on. I must have the wrong link. Hang on. Hang on, boys and girls. Hang on, boys and girls. Wait for me while I... Maybe I'll do this. Follow link. It's taking me all over the place. And look, we will catch up on the chat a little bit. Jane says hi to Blake. Scotty says, what's your MBOB? I have no idea what that means, Scotty. You'll have to tell me. I don't enjoy horror. Scary, but not. I watched it all and Vince was glued to the screen. Yes, it was good. What are we talking about? Oh, Wayno's in. Must be in. Is he? Where is he? Oh, hello. Yeah, hello, old duck. Hello, Uncle Wayno. Good to see you. I missed that while I was trying to find Blake's bloody link. So why is it such a long thing? Because it won't let me enter it in. I'll see. Oh, here we go. I'll do this. Oh, yes. Now we're cooking. Well, hello. I see a new person that's come in. Well, she's not new to the chat per se. We'll get down to her in a sec. We'll better make sure I haven't missed anyone else. Oh, yes. Cara says, Blake, how do you feel? Do you feel naked without your mo? Oh, you're loving my hair? Yeah, it's getting a bit long, actually. And summertime, I usually cut it off quite short. So it's going to be a hassle this year because I've got to still be able to put my rollers in. Oh, look, not as horrible as Lisa felt when she came home and discovered he still didn't have his mo. And look, we have Charlene in the chat, my friend from school that you all met the other week. Hello. And, oh, yeah, that's the link. There we go. Uncle Wayne says, random women are now coming up to Blake in the street asking if he's lost his mummy. That's funny. Hopefully November will prove fruitful. Yes. Well, I think it already has done all right, I think. Is it telling me in here? Let's have a look. Oh, how about that? He has already raised $265 and it's only the 3rd of November. And he didn't start till the 2nd. So I think he's going to do all right. I think he is going to do well. So let's see. Is this? I'm just having a look to see whether I can do a. Oops. Bear with me a minute. I'm just seeing anything in here allowing me to do a poll or what. Yeah. No, don't know how to do that. I will have to find that out next week, how to do a poll in here. But I need to know, so what we've been discussing in the past and again recently, one of my goals for this month is to actually see if there are enough people that would like to do an Aussie book call where we get together as a group and create a group of people that sell or love books. You don't actually have to sell them, but even if you love them, where we can talk about the sorts of books that are selling for Australia, in Australia on eBay, what are good books to find, And I mean, look, when I say that, not necessarily selling in Australia, because some of these books, a lot of the books I sell finish up overseas. So, as an example, today I posted 2. One went to Brazil, which was an Agatha Christie novel, and the second one went to Canada, which was a 1957, off the top of my head, book about that a guy wrote when he visited Burma. So, you know, there's a lot to know about what books go where and that sort of thing. Awesome, Blake. It is awesome, I reckon. It is very good. Is that from the people who think you've lost your money? Yeah, I think so. I think so, Mary. That's okay. I just thought I'd missed it. What did you miss, Sandra? I missed something. Thank you, Mary. Cara says, I've just started reading Let the Right One In. Okay. Yep, that sounds good. Aussie book call, $99 a call. Yeah, and I know goes for 60 minutes. So what we're thinking at the moment, I looked into doing it on Zoom. However, you can only do Zoom calls up to 40 minutes before it starts to cost money. And I would prefer not to get start a group that's going to cost people money. So at the moment, I've shelved the Zoom thing. And we're looking at doing a Discord group, because Paul Lowry tells me that we can have up to 50 people on a call in a Discord group on a video call. So I think that is possibly, and Mel, the Bolo Hunter, has offered to help me. She is fairly au fait with doing Discord groups, so she's going to help me with the setting up and the admin and stuff, which will be good. So that's if there's enough people interested that we start it. So if there's enough people interested, I'm more than happy to start it. I think we've probably got we'd have at least probably half a dozen so far. My thought is, like, I'm not quite sure what other things. I mean, I was in Discord groups years ago, but I'm envisaging we'd be able to have, like, there would be a text chat in the Discord where you'd be able to ask questions and someone else might be able to come and help answer things. But it would be more the weekly call that we had where we could all get together and actually talk about things. And you just can't do it. It's not the same trying to do that via a text thing. You really need to have that being able to see each other, I think. Loopy says, I used to sell books, then people stopped buying them. Well, you must have been selling the wrong books. What's Sandra got there? The poll. Oh, no, you didn't miss the poll. G'day, Nick. How you going? Oh, that's an interesting picture of you there at the beach. Dean says, chucked in a bit to Blake just because I was proud that you were able to share. Oh, yeah, well, it was pretty much a quick last-minute decision when we talked about it, and then he got off the live stream and went and shaved it off, and next thing he was doing it. Graham says, my Christmas comes down after the 7th of January. Got to get that second Christmas in, the Orthodox Christmas. Yeah, and there is a story, which I will tell you all, but not till December, about why you leave your Christmas tree up, and I think it's the 7th, the 6th or 7th anyway, why you leave them up until then. It's actually bad luck to take it down before then. Brad says, hey, Gigi, I thought they had a curfew in the nursing home. No, look, Brad, that special dispensation on Friday nights they've given me. So, yes, but they wouldn't let me have my usual space. They made me sit in the library. So that was a bit tough, yeah. So that was the only thing. I'm a bit behind, aren't I? What do we got? Libby says Google Meet is free. Oh, haven't heard of that one. Google Meet. Okay, that's another one to look into. We'll check that one out. You guys are amazing. Yes, thank you everyone that is supporting Blake. That's great. Oh yeah, there we go. Got that one again. Octo says, tell me about it. I told them to give her meds hours ago. You're a funny bugger, aren't you? Just can't help yourself, can you? Cara says, why are you out of bed then, Brad? Yes, very true. The baby face should be in bed. Graham says, I've got a heap of old vintage hunting books someone gave me. They'd probably sell quite well, Graham. Anything unusual like that, and especially the older magazines, do quite well. Yeah, savage burn, Cara. Indeed. Says, thank you, Dean. Blake says, thank you, Dean. Loopy says, I was selling the right books. I'm not selling the wrong books, evidently. Yeah, true. Brad says, who says I'm out of bed? Jody says, Blake was my first subscriber. How do I donate to his Movember? There is a link. Oh, I should. Hang on. I need to pin it, don't I? Don't I? I will paste it in again. And then I will attempt to. Oh, that bloody silly thing with the where the heart is was in the way. All right, so now it is pinned. How about that? Oh, geez, that was clever of me, wasn't it? When are you going to make a video and put it out, Jody? Same. Blake was the first subscriber to your channel, was he? Really? And is the book club a free one? Yes, it will be a free one. Not quite sure how it's going to be, what the structure is going to be, but yes, it will be free. It will not be $99 a call. Liz says Microsoft Teams. The only problem with the Microsoft Teams, I did wonder about that. I haven't looked into that properly, but I did wonder how that goes for someone that didn't have Microsoft, because like not everyone necessarily has Microsoft these days. But yeah, certainly something to look into. Jody says she still has her Halloween decorations up. Yes. Google Meet is unlimited time. Last time I used it. Cool. Well, that's what we want to know, because that's the thing. I mean, if we're going to do a weekly call, I mean, look, you'd probably want to say it's going to go for at least 1 hour, and I can't say it's going to only go for an hour, but so to say anyway, depending how many people are in there, probably 2 hours at the most. So you need it to go for at least that length of time, don't you? Brad says everyone gets loose on Fridays. Hey, that sounds like a nursing home to me. Very true. Yes. Cara says, can we give the group a cool name? Absolutely we can. We just have to think of one. I'm just calling it book club at the minute, like Oprah's book club or something. But yeah, we need a name, but yeah, we just need to come up with something good for it. Paul says, don't Google Meet. Okay, we won't Google Meet then. I will listen to you when it comes to technology, or is that just you being funny? Jody says, I love books. I read 52 in a term at high school. That's my record back when I had more time to read. Yeah. I have been known back in the day when I was single and stayed up all night one night to finish a Stephen King novel. I started at about 8 o'clock at night and I kept reading until I was finished it. I have no idea what time I finished up going to sleep. Luckily, the next day was Saturday, so I could. Jazz says, books, crooks, and an old chook. Yeah, that's not too bad. Who's making notes? Sandra, you better make some notes for me. Or someone should. Medicinal says, it is medicinal. Absolutely, it is medicinal. Cara says she likes that one. Oh, there we go. There's that link again. Blake says, I've got to run away now. Got to refresh my baking skills. Oh, very good. Okay, Blake, we shall catch you when you come back. Just be careful you don't, get too hot near your face, because, to be a bit fresh-skinned right now. Jody says, I sold a book for $105 this week. Someone is buying them. Yeah, there are people buying them. Just depends on the book, I guess. Tell us what book it was, Jody. Cara says 52 in a term. Damn. Brad says, you fit in well, Jazz. What's that? Are you trying to tell her that she's old? That's mean. Brad. Blake says, I'm everyone's first subscriber. Uncle Wayno says, I buy books to resell, but I don't list them. So now I'm a book collector who hates reading. Very clever. That's very clever. Yes. And Cara says, are you 75 this year? Are you? Crikey, you're nearly older than I am. You must have got a good facelift if you're 75. Cindy Brown, hello, hello, hello. Good evening. I am well, thank you, very well. I must not keep holding my head up, must I? I need to adjust myself in my chair a little bit better, I think. Brad says, I don't think I've read 52 books in my life. Brad, books not your thing at school, by the sound of it. And then Dean says, Blake sounds like a stalker. Yeah, he looks like a baby face stalker without his mo. Jazz said, no one's ever said that to me in my life. Nurse Sliver. Oh, what did you say? Did I miss something? Hang on. Oh, that's right. It was Graham that said you fit in well. Yes. Terrible thing to say. Blake says, Dean, don't tell anyone. Jody says, my daughter is putting me off doing one. She doesn't want me to. Is that a reason for doing one? Absolutely. A poll. Should Jody annoy her daughter by doing a YouTube? Well, I think the answer is definitely yes. So, give Jody the answers. But yes, I'm pretty sure the answer would be, well, it would be for me. If anyone said that to me, I would deliberately go out and do what they said they didn't want me to do, particularly if it was one of my kids. I can tell you that right now. In fact, my daughter, who's my youngest, when I said to her what I was going to be doing on YouTube, she rolled her eyes at me. And then she said, this is before she saw anything. Then she said to me, can you make those, if you put stuff up on YouTube, can you make it private so only people with the link can see it? Isn't that terrible? However, I do have to say, she is now one of my biggest fans. So, yes, I do have to say that. She's very, very good. Blake, is your real name Kevin? Pixie says, thanks. Cara says, thanks. Blake's laughing. Okay. Add Sooks to the group name and you've covered, add Sooks to the group name and you've covered Octo. Okay. Not quite sure I've got the hang of that one. I read Stephen King Pet Sematary when I was 13, scared the wits out of me, couldn't read it at night. Yeah, I might have been reading that one at night at that age. Yeah, it's funny because I often say that now with the horror movies, the horror books that the kids have got around now, they're laughing because, like, they've got such a variety, but they're not too old for them or too scary for them. Like, if I'd had those books when I was growing up, I probably wouldn't have been reading Stephen King when I was 13. And neither would Charlene, because she did too. Cara says 75 books. It's laughing. Botox is doing me well. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Oh, books, not age. Okay, I'm with you now. You got to allow a bit for my dementia, Jody says she collects DVDs. Funny. Book club name suggestion from Uncle Wayno. The Nursing Home Library. Well, look, I'm a bit disappointed, Uncle Wayno. Couldn't you have come up with something a little bit better and more original than the Nursing Home Library? Especially when I'm sitting in it. Honestly. Leah L says our book fest is on tomorrow. I still have last year's purchases in boxes in the shed. I did sell 2 books, but the rest is gathering dust. Oh, dear. What is going on with you? Terrible. Oh, David, Quindle's Den. Good evening. Good to have you in. Kelly says, I go in spurts with books. I can hyper-focus and devour them, and then my brain switches off, and I won't read for months and months. Look, I have become more like that. I used to read at night all the time, but, when you get to my age, honestly, it's unless I've got a really, really bright light, I struggle to read, which is a pain in the ass because I like reading in bed before I go to sleep. So I've actually, not reading at night. So I'm not reading as much as I used to, which is a damn shame. It is. Brad says, no, I can't retain info reading. My brain doesn't work that way. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how different brains work in different ways. Mine is a bit mine just devours the written word and anything it can learn. But I'm kind of lucky, and I guess that's a thing perhaps with the girly ADHD, and that's perhaps why girls are a little bit less hyperactive than boys with ADHD. Jutta being the perfect example. I think that the feeding my brain with all that information sort of levels me out just a little bit. Just a little bit. This says, oh my God, I can relate to now collecting them. Pretty much any true crime I'll keep to read, but realistically, probably never get to them. Nah, yeah. Look, I have a theory on that, Liz. I put everything up for sale. The same with clothes. I pick up clothes sometimes that I think I might like to wear. I still list them, and I wear them if I want to, and I read it if I want to, and if it sells, it sells. Like, that's just unfortunate. Haven't had any books that I've had to stop reading in the middle of. Have given away a few of my favourite outfits. But hey, what? You've got to make a living. Jazz says, spite is an excellent and wholesome motivator. Yes, indeed it is. Indeed it is. Libby says, is that a photo of you and your youngest daughter on the wall behind me? Oh, yeah, sure. No. That is a Pears soap print, I believe. I think. No, it's not. It's some other print. Anyway, it was my grandmother's. Melanie, hello. I just subscribed to you today after going on to Rachel Strickland's channel. Thank you. And thank you for subscribing to me. And now you're here in my live stream. How about that? That's unreal. Very good. Sandra says, she found a Canadian club and some dry. Whoop, whoop. It's for those of you that aren't in Australia, it is nighttime in Australia, currently 10 p.m. So we are, well, some of us, not all of us, some of us are having a little tipple because it's Friday night. And I know in America, in some places, it will be Thursday, probably still, or early Friday, but it is Friday night, 10 o'clock. So we're having a little tipple, which, helps you loosen up a bit for the live stream. Jody says, my daughter just watched Five Nights at Freddy's. Did she like it? Yes, Charlene says she loved them. Stephen King books. Yes. Paul says Pet Sematary, still a better love story than Twilight. Yeah, I agree. Look, and I've read lots of horror books over the years. Honestly, but I don't know. Maybe it was because Stephen King was the first one I read that I go back to him, but you just can't go past him. Jody says most Stephen King books are better than the films. Yeah. Oh, absolutely they are. Yep, absolutely. Although I have to say they did a very good job with, there are a couple of them that I particularly like. So Carrie is one of my favourite movies of all time. I think that's a classic. And yep. I mean, look, the fashions and stuff speak to their time and some of the special effects, but you can't go past it. I also think, oh my God, I have to think of the name of it. Jody says, I can hyper-focus on a good book. Love the book, Why Mummy Drinks and Why Mummy Swears. Yeah. Rob says, no one remembers to return their books in the nursing home. No, I know. That's why they don't let them take it out of the building. They search your bags before you walk out the door in case you've put a book in there. Charlene says, books are always better than the films. And I agree with that comment. And the only time I can say, I've only read a few books that have been very, very close to the movie. And Harry Potter was probably the very first one that I ever saw where the movie pretty much was the book in movie form. Uncle Wano says, all you guys that read books realise they make movies, yeah? Yeah, good on you. We like movies too, Uncle Wano. Everyone, hang on, I'll find the link. Gosh, I'm being clever, aren't I? Just let me find the link for Uncle Wano's movie channel because it's really good. So they're doing a new thing. It's not on his original, under the original name. It's a new movie channel, and they review movies by having a competition about it every week. And it's called Movie Battles, funnily enough. And it is really, really good. And the best part about it's going to be that even I am going to get involved in the future. So Buddy, who likes a good rom-com, and I are going to have a rom-com battle because, and I think the reason why I've been asked is because none of the other boys will do a rom-com battle with Buddy. So I'm going to do that with him. Sandra says, I'm selling books, not reading them at the moment. Yeah, she's doing a good job, aren't you, Sandra? You're going great with your books. Jody says, Twilight, got onto that really late, just last 2 years, realised I'd actually been there and met American Indians. They passed it on in Seattle. Cara says, my brain is a movie. I can relate to that, Cara. Sandra says, I can't read any books I want to sell. I trash my books. Yeah, I'm really thingy on them. Like, I can't. If I see someone dog ear a book, I just, if it's someone I don't know, I have to hold myself back. And, and the whole, I don't think I want to wreck any books, but, they get the book and they're like, holding it like they've got it. Why? Or doing this. Why do you have to do that to read a book? They were not designed to do that to. Well, apparently this one was, because that didn't hurt it. That is a vintage corgi. And David said, you need one of those book lights we grew up with as kids. I know. You might have grown up with one of them as kids. I didn't. Or do you mean the one that hooked on the back of your bed head? Yeah. We all had those, didn't we? Or we had the bed that had a wooden bed head on it and it was a little bookcase on the bed head. They were funny. Cara says, only time I can concentrate on one thing is when reading. Yep. I think it just fills your head with so much information and that's why I like it, because it stops all the other stuff that goes on in my head, because it just fills your head with that and you're not having to think about all the other chatter that goes on in your head. I do think, honestly, the reselling business is a great business for people with ADHD to get into, because it keeps it interesting and fresh all the time. And even if you get sick of selling a particular thing, well, just go and find something different to sell. Like it's perfect. Melanie says it's 6 a.m. right now. Oh, you're up nice and early, my girl. Leah says 9 p.m. in rainy Queensland. It's raining up there. It's really warm here today in Victoria. Jody says, Uncle Wano, do you discuss this in your movie channel? Which films are better than the books? Well, I doubt it very much, Jody, because they would have to have read the books to be able to answer that question, and I don't think that's possible. Sandra says, love the Institute. Jody says, Carrie and Misery. Oh, Misery was the other one I was thinking of with Kathy Bates in it. Classic. That's just such a classic. Christine was another one of my favourites. That was probably, I think Christine might have nearly, I reckon Christine might have been the very first one that I read, actually. Yeah, and I think the next one I read was Pet Sematary after that. 221163 was a good series too. The Stand, Salem's Lot. Yeah, you're calling out all my favourites. Sandra, where are you reading the books? And Sandra says, movie battles. No, I think she's just shouting out movie battles. Sandra says, I go in my bag, to and fro, outside, inside. Yeah. So, yeah, she takes them to work with her and, you know, when she's traveling to work and all that sort of stuff. Anyone got Tubi? They have awesome C-grade movies. No, I don't. I think, because that's free, isn't it? On, I think might be on my daughter's TV. I'm not sure. I must have a look because I can probably download it onto mine. Uncle Wayne says, thanks, Leanne. It won't be just you and Buddy now. I've lined up 2 more guests as well. Woohoo! Woohoo! Well, that's good because then I'll just have to have a bigger list just in case. That'll be cool. Very cool. Dave says, book club name, A Collection of Paper. Oh, dear. Surely we can do better. So far, Jazz, you are well and truly winning the name of the group. Leah says, Sandra, I have the Institute for sale. Maybe I should read it first. Maybe you should. Yes, indeed. Sandra says, yes, that's her too. Liz, that hurt my brain seeing that. Oh, yeah, me do that to the book. Yeah, I know. It does me, like if it's terrible. Like even, and this is bad, like even if you see someone in the doctor's surgery, you know, and they have magazines. I don't know that they do these days with, you know, germs and things, but back in the day when they had magazines in the doctor's surgery, and I would see someone go to turn the page. Oh, like I'd just about be puking, like watching them do that. Just, ooh, would freak me out. Jody says those 90s, you can't do that. They were really bad quality. Oh, look, nothing from the no, won't say 90s. Nothing from the 70s and 80s is bad quality. It's just sign of the times. Yep, the book being bent, indeed. Caven says, I was reading a book. I put it in my lunch bag, and when I went to read it, it was covered in beetroot juice. Oh no! Oh, that would have trashed it because you'd never ever be able to dry. Well, you wouldn't be able to read it even if you dried it out if it had beetroot juice on it. Hope it wasn't a good book. No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Jody says, itty bitty book lights. Yes, my kids had those, but I'm too old to have had those as a kid. Yep, Sandra says that's a great book. Dean says great sale item right there. Jody says I had the bed with the plastic light. Yes. Yes, well, I come from a time even before that, let me tell you. So they used to make these they're probably worth money now because they were made out of, they had the anodized metal on the outside quite often, or an enamel, and they were like just a cone light, and then it would come down and have this thing, and it would have this, the spring thing. You had to pull the spring back and get this like fork thing back, and then you clip it over the top of your bed head, and then you angle it down to where you needed to angle it down. Thought it was called a torch, said Paul. Good night, Paul. Thanks for calling in and saying g'day. Bronwyn says, I listen to audiobooks while listing because it stops me thinking about what else is going on. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. I do too. Audiobooks, I'd probably say I listen to more podcasts and eBay information stuff than anything else. But I do have audiobooks that I have to take in the car with me when I do a long trip to Mildura in particular, because in some of the regional areas, the phone reception isn't great. And usually whatever I'm listening to is being streamed and it'll cut out, and then you're sitting there driving for half an hour with nothing. Whereas if I put it in the CD player, it's all good. Uncle Wayno says, yeah, we haven't discussed that for a reason. That is talking about how good the books are versus the movies. Graham says, you're welcome, Jazz. Don't be mean to Jazz. She's a nice girl. Nice lady. I shouldn't call you a girl, should I? You are an adult. Jody says, House by Mouse is the book I sold, illustrated by Doris Smith, by George Mendoza. Nice one. Very good. Yeah, those illustrated ones can go really, really well. Uncle Wano says, lesser known Stephen King movie that is great is Apt Pupil. I believe that I've seen that many, many years ago. I can't recall what it's about, but I do believe I have seen it. You put me off now, Jody. Not an Elvis fan. Horror movies, yes. Not an Elvis fan at all. I have to say, Graham saying not to Paul. No more. Jody saying not to Paul. Everyone's saying not to Paul. Jody says, don't touch magazines in the surgeries, too many germs. She was like that before COVID. We wouldn't be in trouble for flipping the corners. Dean said, do a spin on Black Books. Great TV show. Black Books. Okay. Give me a hint. I will check that out. Uncle Wayno says, got to run. Have a good night, legends. Thanks for calling in, Uncle Wayno. Catch you soon. Behave yourself. Sandra says, the worst is when you're crying and the pages wrinkle and you can't even see the words. Oh, Sandra. Libby says, resellers worried about germs. Yeah, that's fun. It is funny, isn't it? Yeah. I agree. It is a bit funny. Sandra says, not to Uncle Wayno. Jody says, I had one of those lights. I used to get so hot. Oh, absolutely they did. Oh, they sure did. I remember decorating my bedroom as a teenager and thinking I was going to be smart and hung the nice little scarf over the top of it. Wasn't a great idea. Jazz says, reselling had been great for my immune system. Yes, it is great for your immune system. Oh, not great for churning stomachs, though, when you put your hand in a pocket and there's tissue in there. Ooh. I want some money. I haven't found any money in the pocket yet. I'm trying to want money. What does that mean? 3 arrows this. Up this? Don't know. Jess says, haha, yeah, I'm a delight. Gigi says so. Yes, you are. Absolutely, you are. Brown books, okay. Brown books, black books, brown books, okay. Jody says, I watched The Bat with Vincent Price and Agnes Moore. Oh, Agnes Moorehead. Yeah, that would have been cool. That would have been cool. I love Vincent Price. That deep voice that he had. And he used to talk so slowly. Really, really good. Really good. Black books plus GG equals grey books. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Grey books. You're funny, you lot. Jody says Uncle Wayno's going to bed to read a book. Yeah. Books might fly. Dave says, not to everyone. Jody says, is $25 too much for black books? I saw one complete like a book and didn't buy it. Oh, no, I wouldn't think it'd be too much because I've got one here that I reckon I've got, would be more than that. Yeah, I wouldn't think it was too much. Oh, it would be if you were going to resell it, I would say. Luby says, I think Jada put that money in the pocket for a YouTube prank. Well, he very likely did. If you love Vincent Price, there's a lot of his movies on Tubi. Okay, cool. Very, very good. Right, so we've sorted the book thing out. Almost, when we get a name. So that's one thing I was going to talk about tonight. And so the next thing I want to talk about is there's been a lot of discussion over the last couple of weeks about whether you should do coaching paid, whether you should pay someone to coach you with reselling. Now, if you're smart, you'll watch Grumpy Granny and Octos, which is the disgruntled octopus for those that don't know, and I will put the link in here. You would watch our podcast episodes that we've done on this subject because there's actually like kind of three. One's there's the one on the group, and then there's another one on actual paying single coaches, and you'll be able to hear what we say. But I heard someone say something, a reseller say something interesting in a video the other day, and he said, "Yes, the disgruntled octopus," because that's where the podcast is. So this particular reseller said, and no, will I say where it comes from? Anyway, he said that he doesn't actually have to source anymore at thrift stores because he gets all his stuff from private deals. And then when he was questioned a little bit more about how he gets the private picks, he said he gets to buy at other people's eBay stores. Then he said, people tell me we bought all the stuff that you told us to buy, but now we're not going to do eBay anymore. Do you want to buy it cheap? So Grumpy Granny's a little bit suspicious by nature, I think. And I kind of, and you know, those of us with ADHD, how our brains churn and churn and churn, you get some, and you do, I get fixated on something. And that comment, those comments went round and round and round in my head. Thoughts, anyone else, before I say any more? What have we got? 39 humans in the chat. Woohoo! 41 it says now. Wow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, we need to catch up a little bit. You loved the Halloween specials. Thank you. They were fun. We had a lot of fun doing those. Black Books is on streaming on one of the channels. Oh, no doubt it'll be a paid one. I don't know why I'm clicking. Oh, g'day, Graham. How you going? Thank you for calling in. And we also have, oh, come on. I've frozen. Tell me whether you can still hear me or not, people. Because if you can still hear me, can you hear me? I think I have gone. Oh. You can still hear me, can you, guys? Someone truthfully answer me whether they can still hear me. The guy selling eBay Facebook group the other day, $80,000 including postage. Oh my God. So selling his store, wanted 30 grand. Unbelievable. Oh, you can still hear me. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not moving. I think my laptop's overheated a little bit. So I'm just trying to let it cool down a little. So I'll just let it cool, because hopefully once it cools down, it'll come back. But if you can still hear me, I won't stop the live stream. Because, I don't want to stop the live stream if it's still going, because otherwise you'll all have to come in again and stuff. So I shall leave it keep going. So anyway, I've got as far down as to say, welcome to. Oh, see, I told you. Ha ha ha. I'm back. I am back. Where are you? Now I'm going to find you. Oh, Soda City Phillips is here, and he has recently put out a really good video for those of you that do YouTube and are resellers, about how we all need to support each other, especially our smaller channels, because the big channels aren't going to. And we can go on there and comment on their videos and hope that they will, comment back or something. But, the chances are, because you always hope one of those sort of people will come over and at least subscribe to your channel. But I just, kind of don't think that happens. Anthony says, sounds like that Gold Coast bloke again. I know nothing. Just a comment I heard on YouTube. I wonder who that could be, says Dave. We can still hear you. Yes, everyone's saying they can still hear me. Ka-ching, ka-ching, woohoo! Just sold a book, says Jody. That's very, very good. Okay, we'll go down past everyone saying they can hear me. Kelly says, would that be the same reseller who no longer sells on eBay but sends it all to auction houses? No. Right area of the world. Jody says, we can hear you, but you do a rendition of Frozen. Yep. Yeah, look, I kind of like cooked my original laptop that I had, making YouTube videos for all you lot. And then rather than me having to try and get a new one, my son gave me his old MacBook, which is what I've been using. But it tends to, StreamYard must take a fair bit of juice, which is what I'm using to do the live streams, because it tends to overheat. And I'm trying to let it get a bit of air at the back without it, just got to angle these books around a little bit, but without it, the actual laptop falling off wherever it is. Bronwyn said, I think that's a bit of suds. I certainly wouldn't be following that advice. Yeah, I kind of like, I was a bit disgusted really, because I just thought, like, it's one thing, like he basically said that he doesn't go to the thrift stores anymore. And then that's where he does his sourcing from. But I think anyone, I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid after the last couple of weeks, but I don't know. I just kind of felt that even if that was the case, why would you be saying that on YouTube for the world to hear? You know, because it really did sound narcissistic, and it sounded like he was bragging that he was getting to buy all these other businesses. GM, hello. Liz said, yes, we can. Frozen. Yeah, okay. Okay. Rob says, the Aussie Nurse Flipper, I saw one 150k retail eBay price, wanted 85k. Yeah. 150k, yeah. Unreal, isn't it? Because the reality is, like most people that are authentic about wanting to get out of their store will just sell off their stock. Like, you're not going to actually sell your store because, I mean, it's... yeah, no. I am back. Capen says, Soda City Flips is a good sport. He is. An actual fact, I will find the link to his channel. And I will share it. And people can go over there and check him out and subscribe. Just bear with me while I do this. I need to appoint a couple of moderators. Let me, I don't know whether I can do that from here or not. Or not. Oh, looks like I can. Look at that. Would you have a look at that? My God. I'm almost thinking I'm clever. I am. All right. I won't take all night doing that, but yeah, I just thought I would add those in, get some moderators happening, and then I don't have to worry so much because I can ask someone else to put the links in and stuff. But I'll get some more of you. I will make you moderators too, but let's have a bit of a chat more first. I'm quite happy to be sharing for you. So, yeah, by all means, everyone jump over there and subscribe. Rob Hoover priced. I told his guy you'd be lucky for 15 grand. Oh, okay. Right. Looks like Caven's already subscribed. Anthony says, now you just need crickets and frogs. Well, I'll have to tee some sound effects up for because I'm taking over Chris's Wednesday night live stream while he's away. It's not going to be the same format, believe me. But I thought maybe I should get some sound effects happening somehow so that I could do the crickets and frogs. I thought that might be a bit of fun. And I've got to decide what I'm going to do about whether I'm going to do... I wouldn't mind doing the Pokemon cards, except I'm probably not good enough at doing the pack breaks to do it on eBay. I mean, on YouTube. I don't know. I'll have a look. What I'll probably do is I've got till the end of this month, so I'll probably do a couple of pack breaks. That's hard to say, pack breaks. I'll probably do that in front of my son, who's a Pokemon nerd like me, and see what he thinks, because he'll tell me honestly whether he thinks I should do it online or not. The guy who sells 550 Bunnings hat for $40. Yeah, possibly. So the City Flips, love your work, says Dean. Jody says, was it? Yes, it was someone selling this store on eBay. Yeah, cents on the dollar indeed. Like, realistically, if you're selling at your store, like, you should be really recouping garage sale prices, shouldn't you? Jody's selling the eBay inventory in Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Jody said she's never heard of that. There's an actual Facebook group, just pretty much that's all they do in there. The op shops on the Gold Coast don't like him. That's why he's market only. Yeah, they probably put up their prices when they see him coming up the street. And I also don't think, and I mean, look, as much as we whinge and carry on about op shop prices, because sometimes they are bad, like, to my mind, it doesn't do you any good getting on YouTube and really bashing the hell out of the charity shops that you are going in to buy your stuff in either, does it? Like, if it gets to a point where he wants to go back to thrifting in op shops, he's in a bit of strife, isn't he? Bronwyn says, waiting for a store to fail and then pick over the stock is not ethical if the store owner has followed your advice. Damn right, Bronwyn, you have put it in a nutshell. That's exactly how I felt. Soda City Flips is almost to 1K subs. Woohoo! Yeah, I did notice that actually, which is fantastic. Oh, less than 50. Come on, guys, jump over there and quickly give him a sub. And oh, there, Sandra has subscribed. Very good. That's because you're clever. Now when you're spilling on the names, I need a mentor call. That will be $99.95, Rob. And you can have 58 minutes, okay? If this freezes again, I will keep talking unless you tell me you can't hear me. I just think it might be heating up again. Maybe. Ugh. Hang on, just let me get this angled a little bit better. So that I need to put something in the middle. I need to put something smaller under there. So there we go. That might be better because it will give it a bit more airflow. Let's see how that goes. Hopefully nothing came unplugged and you can still hear me. Jess says, nice one, Soda. Thanks, Jazz. Duck races, please. For when not on here, but when I take over Chris Furlong's thing, we'll do duck races. I'm just not sure about whether I have Pokemon cards, but might have to do try and sort something else out for prizes. See? Kind of thing. Hi, Wendy. Good to see you in. Doesn't matter if you're late. Doesn't matter what time you turn up. Well, I suppose it would have mattered if I was leaving at 10:30. So for those of you that are new and to my live streams, I recently had back surgery. And so when I first came home, my first few live streams that I did after back surgery, I wasn't actually allowed to sit for longer than an hour. So I was on limited time span, much to everyone's disgust, because I could only talk for an hour and have to leave. So they were very short live streams. Leah says, if I was selling, I'd pay them to take it. Yeah. You just really want to try and, I mean, I guess if you're selling your whole store, like I guess if I was selling my whole store, but it'd be just like when I got rid of all my DVDs, like I pretty much sold them a lot for $50 because I just wanted them gone. And it would be like that with a lot of stuff, apart from the books that I wanted to keep for myself. Leah says she's subbed, which is great. And I will find... You would not believe how many screens I have open on my main computer. I'll put Melanie's in as well because I have subscribed to Melanie today as well. So Melanie is just starting out. So if you're all in the mood for doing a little bit of subscribing, there you go. Well, yeah, I hope so. And don't forget to hit the like button, everybody, for me, please. And so, boys and girls, serious talk on a completely unrelated subject. Please, if you aren't already, subscribe to the Disgruntled Octopus's channel. Please do subscribe to it. We are getting tons and tons of views on our podcast episodes, but we're really not getting stacks and stacks and stacks of subs. So I'm asking you all, pretty please, that if you, wrong way. If you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe, and I will put the link in. And I will have to enter it first. Right, I'm going to replace Movember with Octo's channel, which would be really good. Luby says he enjoys duck races, no interest in Pokemon. Okay, good to know. What's Jody got? Have a spanner. You have a spanner. Congratulations, Jody. That's good news. Taven says, maybe, Gigi, you can get a laptop cooling fan that sits underneath. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I actually nearly bought one last time. I haven't been out of town since, only to the next town, which there's nothing there either for that sort of thing, to get anything. And I was going to order one online, and then I thought, no doubt I'll be going. I'm hoping to go somewhere over the next couple of days. Or, over the weekend or something. Shoot over to Horsham or something and say good day to Charlene, now that we're all both over COVID. And go out for lunch or something maybe. And, yeah, I just thought I'd grab one then because it'd be just the easiest thing to do. I just haven't been anywhere to get it. But, yeah, you're quite right. Sandra says, maybe just do books. Yeah, that being said, I am going to be upgrading my laptop very soon. It's hard. I was used to be so good on buying computers and stuff when I was building them or buying components for them. I'm very likely, because I've got a desktop that I built probably I don't know, 20 years ago maybe. Oh, it's a long time ago. That's running Windows 7. That's how old it is. Oh, great computer, and it was top notch. Everything in it was high spec when I built it. Because I used to make backups of people's DVDs for a living. Well, that was what I did to make money. If someone can work out what that means, Dave says you'll need more cameras for the brakes. Get Chris to send them to you and bring back the wheel. True. I've probably got I've got a couple of iPhones. I've got my iPad. I have got a webcam on my other computer, a really crappy one. So I probably have got enough cameras as such. Got a couple of GoPros. Not that I think they're any good in that thing. But yeah, look, I'm probably not confident enough to do that. I do want to work out though how to do at least 2 cameras when I'm doing the lives, because I could actually have one on the other computer when I'm doing the stuff. Yeah, anyway, so see, I'm all over the place, aren't I? So a bit of the discussion is I'm still having a debate with myself whether I upgrade the laptop or I upgrade the desktop, because I use the desktop a lot more. And I can't edit any of my videos on there because it's not, well, it runs Windows 7, let's face it. But I have just got 2 new monitors. And so I'm kind of hoping that maybe, yeah, it's highly likely that I'll upgrade it first. I don't know. But then I use this for video editing and doing this, and I need it to actually be able to do that. So, yes, it's a quandary. Let me tell you. When is Chris going overseas? End of November. Oh, yeah. Now I know what you meant by a spanner. Now I know. Well, next time, Graham, I'm give away a few spanners tonight, and then I'll give away some more spanners another night. Can we have a real duck race? No. I'm not going to get real ducks for that. Prizes, Willie and Wilma's. Yeah, true. I have Willie and Wilma stubby holders. We could perhaps have those. Yes, indeed. That's a thought. Well done, Liz. Anthony has subbed. Good. Oh, Grumpy Granny. There we go. Melanie. My pleasure, Melanie. I appreciate your sub. So yeah, for you guys that are over in the US too, so you get to get monetized on YouTube when you get to 500 subs, I believe. We have to get to 1,000 in Australia. How bad is that? Like, I kind of feel like it's discrimination, really. I really do. The Aussie nurse flipper needs a spanner to operate. That's a good one. Like that one, Jody. Taven says, are you taking over Chris's live on his account or hijacking the time slot? I'm doing it just because I'm nice and I want to keep the spot for him for when he gets back. Oh, yeah. Might just kick him off when he gets back. No, it's mainly so that, the spot doesn't disappear. Number 69, just like Brian Adams. Okay. Yep, more subbed. Kathan says, some of those views on Octo's channel are me listening 2 or 3 times. Well, that's good. You must be getting the content out of it if you're listening 2 or 3 times. Oh, look, I honestly think, because I actually listen back to him. I usually have to listen back to him because Octo refuses to listen to himself. He hates the sound of his own voice, he says. So usually once he's got it all uploaded, he sends me the link privately, like so no one else can get it. And I actually listen to it anyway so that I can review it and make sure there's no glitches or anything in it. And I quite enjoy it. And then, yeah, there are occasions where I'll think of something and I have to go back and listen to it again just to find where that is or whatever. But I kind of feel like it's a good mix of humour and good reselling content. I don't know. I hope that's what everybody else thinks. But yeah, it's we enjoy doing it. It's good fun, and we hope that we're helping some people along the way too with the reselling content. Oops. I kind of feel like this laptop's going to cark in a minute, but it may not be. Yeah, look, I hope people enjoy it. That's all I can say. Enjoy it, and it gives them something to listen to while they're working to. Jody has subscribed, which is great. Officeworks had laptop stand fans on clearance the other. Oh, now my microphone's falling over. Oh, well, hopefully they still will. But Officeworks is not. See, my closest bigger town is Horsham, which is an hour's drive, and they have like a Kmart, Target. What else? Like your Autograph, your Miller's, and EB Games, Harvey Norman, all those sorts of places. But Officeworks they don't have. I'd have to actually go to Bendigo for that, but then that's a 2-hour drive, so which I prefer not to. Night, Kelly. That's probably ages ago. Was it 10:45? Oh, not that long ago. Thank you for coming in. Graham says, blow the dust out of the vent on the laptop. I bet jam full. It probably is. That's probably what I do need to do first. Because it wasn't doing it this badly before, but then the weather's a lot warmer than what it was when I was using it before. So, that could be having an effect too. So thank you, Graham. Yes, you're right. How are you feeling after the op? Doing well? I am feeling quite like my old self again, which is good. Brad says, heading off team for those early garage sales tomorrow. Yes. So then you can make some more videos for us. Yes. Find some more Rudy Nudie magazines and some more marijuana hidden in boxes. Love your videos, love your work, and love your YouTube thumbnails, Jazz. You know that. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate it. And yes, if you haven't subscribed to Aussie Thrifters, they are like the, what do we call them? They're like the royalty of Australian thrifting videos, I would say. Don't you think? I'll put the link in. Oh, I could be leaving that for someone else to do now, couldn't I? So yeah. Oh, Charlene says lunch sounds good. That's good. Good. So tomorrow, suit you, Charlene, if I come over for lunch. And Kelly says she hopes we all have good sales this weekend. Thank you, Kelly. You too. Wendy says enjoy the sales night. Are you saying good night to Kelly or are you going? Which one? More subs for Melanie. Sandra says, yes, good night too. Backups? Yes, backups. Yes, that's what we say. Well, I had to come up with the terminology that I could say in public on YouTube that wouldn't make it sound like I was a DVD pirate. Because, I wasn't a DVD pirate. I was making backups of people's DVDs. Here at Jodesters. Oh, she hasn't made any content. I'll put her link up when she makes some content. Here at Jodesters needs to. You're going to have to. If I put your link on here, Jody, you are going to have to make some content. Jody, have we not had this conversation before? Ahoy was Caven. So Jody, have you made any reels on Instagram? put them on your YouTube channel, you silly girl. That'll get you started. Oh, it's 1K and 4,000 watch hours there too. I thought it was only 500 subs that you guys had to get now. Oh, bugger. Bugger. Because I always thought it was discrimination. Or maybe it was only in certain places. So tonight, Canadian Club tonight, I was feeling like I wanted something, not as spicy tonight. So I thought I would do that. So, loaded can up. Jody says, I play Octo and GG. Bingo. One is Octo saying, that is exactly right. That is exactly right. That is Octo's favourite phrase to say. Anthony says, you and Octo are a great team and so entertaining. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Soda City Flip says, 1K and 4,000 here. Oh, really? Oh, well, you do need to get... 1K and 3,000 watch hours to be able to turn on channel memberships. I was under the impression that once you got to that initial stage... Oh, I get it. 1K and 3,000 watch hours to be able to turn on channel memberships. Okay, that's interesting. So you can get memberships going before you actually monitor. Oh, well, that would make sense because I know a couple of people that... okay. That does make sense now. Officeworks delivery. Yeah. I mean, look, I kind of need it. I'm sure I'll be able to get one in Horsham somewhere. Maybe it won't be as cheap as what Officeworks have on sale. But, as long as I can get something tomorrow, it would be... That would be the important thing. Rob, should have done some retail arbitrage on those fans. Yes. Scotty, Horsham Racetrack. Scotty, how do you know the Horsham Racetrack? Or you mean we should go to the sporting club to have lunch? Is that what you're saying? Bendigo dog races? What are you going on about? Rob says, here, I can't there. Oh, yes, OW Brandon can't compete on the postage. Yeah, they would be large. Love you too, Jazz. No, just a couple of bin chickens. Yeah, we have bin chickens in Australia. I don't know whether you had them in the US, but we have bin chickens in Australia, don't we, Jazz? Oh, Blake's back. Blake is back. Life of a reseller. What? Oh, look. Here we go. I'm just killing it having this extra computer. I'm going to have to start doing my chats out in this room now so that I can have all the computers. Because I'm sure I'm not going to try and move the bigger computer in there. Or I just need to get a better... Actually, what I probably need to do, which would be the simplest thing too, is get a better webcam for in here. That would be most helpful. That would. Are you working tomorrow? Oh, that's no good. That is no good. Right, let's get back to the comments. Rob says, I picked up 20 wireless keyboards at 10 cents. Oh, really? Wow. That is a bargain. Because, were they just on sale for that cheap, or you got them at a sale for that cheap? Oh, yeah, we did talk about that one before. But not say that one again. Look, when I first became a single mum of 3, I do have to say that making backups of people's DVDs helped me survive those days financially. I made you one too now. I presume that's for me and you're working tomorrow. All right. Well, we will talk about what day. I can't get photos to my Instagram at the moment. You don't need to make a reel. You don't just film yourself on Instagram and then upload it to YouTube. Anthony says Aston Shorts has had so much content on his channel until he accidentally deleted his own channel. Oh no, did he? Oh. So what's he got on his? Does the channel still exist? We'll find out. We will find out. I feel like I want to break into song. Obviously not. Oh, Aston Shorts. Yes, it does. It does. It does. We shall subscribe. I hope this is the right. Yes, that looks like the right one. Okay. So Anthony's son, Ashton, is one of my fans. He likes Grumpy Granny. Actually, all Anthony's boys like Grumpy Granny. And he's so cute. So there we go. We'll share that too. Oh, I should have asked you if that was all right, Anthony. Pitter Patter 100. Hello. Good evening to you. Well, it's good night to us because quite 11 o'clock at night, but that's okay. We're still going. Soda certificate. Sorry, 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours for channel membership. Yeah, well, see, we can't even do that until we get to the 1,000 subs, I believe. Might have to check that. Could be wrong. Octo, a bit muffled sometimes. Yes, look, I need to double check on him more before we start to make sure. There's a checklist, right? So I have to make sure he's turned Bob the Robo-Vac off, that he has put the dog out, that he has got his earpods connected properly, that he's got his microphone connected properly, he's got his microphone in the right spot, and then I have to remember to tell him to turn record on. Like, goodness me. So sometimes I do forget to get it to tell him to put the microphone in the right spot. Caven says, I think Buy Me a Coffee is better than Super Chat. Super Chat takes like 30%. Does it really? See, I wouldn't know because I'm not monetized. Brahman says, we could definitely turn Octos that exactly right into a drinking game. I think so too. Yeah, I quite like that idea. We'll have to come up with a few rules, I reckon. And what I need to do is, just like Grumpy Granny's Bolo, what I need to do is make a snip of him saying that's exactly right so I can get the sound off it. So we can have that as a sound effect. That'll be funny. I wonder if you can do like with the duck races, whether you can put sound effects in them. Aussie Nurse with a JV Hi-Fi has a cheap laptop. Yeah. They probably do, but at this time of the year, look, unless things have changed drastically since I was a bit more techie with computers when I was building them, at this time of the year, the trouble with a lot of the laptops that are on sale are they are like the start of this year's models or their last year's models. And so if you get one now, like if they're last year's models, they're, nearly 2 years old. And I don't want to buy one that's only going to last me a short time. And it needs to be good enough to do, although I think anything newish will pretty much do what I need to do. Like, because, I think this one's like 12 years old, and my laptop that I cooked, I think I worked out it was about 15. So, old stuff here, Caven says, Bronwyn, everyone will be passed out after 5 minutes. What? So if we drink every time he says it, yeah. Hello, Jason. When I did YouTube about 6 years ago, was monetized from first upload. Really? Oh wow, that would have been good. I watched a video from the Kaching King. That's hard to say too. Today I was watching that, came up in my feed, and yeah, he talks about how much he gets paid on YouTube. I mean, I don't know whether I mean, it would be highly unlikely in Australia one of us is going to get the amount of views that some of the bigger channels in the US and stuff get. But like, yeah, he was getting amazing money. Scotty says, I'm a punter. You could have sold me, Jason. You could have sold me a YouTube channel if it was monetized. I'm a punter. You were naming things in Horsham, and all I knew were the races. Well, if you're a punter, the Donald Cup is coming up soon, which is just right out my back door, pretty much. Bronwyn says, true, Kathan, yes. And Blake says, look at you go, Leanne. Yeah, look at me go. Indeed, indeed. Graham says, I thought it would be past Blake's bedtime now after his shave. Yeah, should go to bed earlier now. Wendy says, well, there is no Mo right this very minute. Give him a couple of days at least. Blake says, it is cold without it. Miss it very much. It'd be worse if you shaved your head, let me tell you that. The first time after I shaved my head, when I did it for Shave for a Cure, the first time it rained, gave me the shivers. Rob says, clearance, knowing when to go and which stores. Some stores are stingy and some are loosey-goosey. Yeah, exactly. Because, yeah, some need to make room for new stock, especially, going into a new year or coming up to Christmas. And, yeah, great. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I would do a stack of I would do a stack of retail arbitrage if I was near somewhere bigger, or I lived somewhere bigger. But to do retail arbitrage here, I've probably got the choice of the supermarket, and it's not even one of the big supermarkets. It's like a smaller IGA. So yeah, not much of that happening. I mean, I've been getting online and looking. Haven't found anything startling yet, but I still, keep an eye out because something will turn up. Blake says, bringing the beard back too. Woohoo! Kevin says, Blake, time to go back to a face mask. Blake says, oi. That's enough out of you, Kevin. Kafan, as Octo calls you. Wrong link. I'll try to upload his correct channel. Oh, you've got it. So what was the one? Oh, okay. Those boys are just so adorable looking. Really? Oh, I'll have to watch the videos. Oh, I unboxed a gift from CL Furlong. Is his video. Whoa. Jody says, Blake, I had an idea for your unboxing to dress like a cowboy on Village People, but you've shaved your mo. Funny one. Octo's probably gone to bed. He's a bit of an early riser. So he's probably slithered off to bed, or he's, not listening and just pretending, try to make himself look good. Blake says, he has all the outfit, yes. Use it as a phone ring, yeah. Blake says, I get paid millions of dollars every month on YouTube. I know, you're so lucky. Nope, there we go. There is the correct link for Ashton Short. So what's that other one I've subscribed to? Should I unsubscribe to it? Is it, a dodgy one? I don't know what that one is. All right. I don't know whether I'm meant to be doing that, but we will. Jason says it still has 1,400 subscribers. Not sure on watch hours though. Wow, there you go. Should be making some content. You're making a killing. Blake says nothing will stop me eating eggs, but I'll enjoy it before my beard comes in. Yes, do that. Do that. Octo is resting his painted on eyes. Yes. I like the ones he had on his pumpkin because at least they moved. Anyone got other words for bingo? Blake says he's heading off now. Bedtime for young Blakey. Good night. Good night, Blake. Be good with your little fresh face there. And be careful over the weekend. Put sunscreen on. You'll get sunburnt, young man. Oh, we're at the end of the chat, so we get to talk about something else. Woohoo. Right. So I made my point about YouTube resellers who don't do the right thing. So on that. Okay, now then we'll leave that topic for another day. So I had a bit of a look to see what the top things were that were trending that you should be selling online at the moment. So I'll tell you the top few things. The top trending items right now in Australia on eBay are number one. Who wants to guess what it is? Oh, that's so cool. Who wants to tell me what the number one thing is? The number one item to be selling online right now. Apple Watch, says Kaven. Any more bids on that? No clue? Any more? Going, gone. Sold. No. Oh, this is what I can find. Shoes is probably high on the list. Says Melanie. Toys. Oh, now all the answers are coming up. Great. Hang on, we'll go back to the start here. Oh, Scotty. Sex toys. Grumpy Granny doesn't know what they are. Shh. Graham says toys. Oops. Caven says something Apple anyway. Oh yeah, Melanie says this is what you can. Levi's, says Wendy. Liz says Christmas stuff. Anthony says dolls. Caven says mentorship courses. Yes, indeed. Jason says, fun fact, I ended and sold similar for the whole month of October and sales stayed the same. Only listed probably 10 to 20 new items for the whole month. Wow, there you go. There you go. Were you ending and selling similar bulk lots or just a few every day? And Rob also says mentorship phone call is a top selling item. So would it change your mind if I said the top selling used item to sell on eBay to make money? Not the thing that's selling the most on eBay, but the thing that will make you the most money. Will it change your mind then? Because that's what it is that I've got the answer to. Like 10 to 20 a day. Good. That's good. Very good. Yeah, look, I do think you do. Right now, you do need to do end and sell similar, I believe, to refresh your listings. There's no point in letting them go because you used to get a bit of a boost at the end before they relisted. Not happening anymore. Soda City Flip says cameras. No one's got it yet. Leah says sneakers. Cindy says books. David says October. How can we sell October? Or do you mean Octo's Only Tentacles membership? Yeah, something like that. So, are you ready? The number one thing to sell on eBay Australia at the moment, and I'm guessing eBay everywhere, to make money. Oh, hang on, we've got more answers. Can't tell you yet. Graham says, Scotty Cameron putters. Nope. And Scotty Garvin says, trading cards. No. Liz says, magazines. No. Wendy says, video games. No. Rob says, used dentures. No. All right. Do you want me to put you out of your misery, everyone? Oh, no, we've got more answers. Clothes. I can't give you a total pass on that, but you're heading in the right direction. Needs to be a little bit more refined. Oh, hello, Regina Radcliffe. Thank you. Shirts. No, not shirts. Kevin says, houses. You're funny. Plus size dresses, says Anthony. No. Anthony's probably the closest, though, I will say. Dave says cars. No. Jason says jeans. No. Rob says jeans. Cindy says shorts. No. Shirts. No. Undies. Getting closer. Leah. Worn nurse shoes with extra feet. Fix. Yeah. Yep. So the top selling item. Oh, here we go. There's still answers. Oh, you're not letting me tell you. Kevin says Santa Claus suit. No. Soda City Flip says lingerie, which is the closest answer, but still not quite there. Designer dresses, says Jason. No. Anthony says plus size bras. Nope. Leah, only if they're well worn. Exactly. And Wendy says prom dresses. No. And the answer is shapewear. No, they're not. No. Used towels. Oh, your lot are getting worse. G bangers. No G stringers. No G strings tonight. Yep. Shatner's tube. Yeah, so shapewear is the thing to sell right now to make money on eBay. Number two. Nobody's got number two yet either. Yeah, basically Spanx. Yep. We don't call it Spanx over here, but basically that is it. Skims, is that a brand? Never heard of it. What? Shapewear. Okay, so it's stuff that you wear, like a girdle. You'd know what a girdle was, Graham. That sucks you in and makes you look. Yep. Indeed. Wendy. Indeed. I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, look, it wouldn't bother me getting, like, if it was a top part or anything, I wouldn't buy, like, shapewear knickers used, for sure. Just found a bingo creator set you a link in your Instagram, GG. Okay. Oh, okay. I shall have a look at that. Thank you. Liz says, wow, I think I have some floating around. Get it listed, Liz. Velcro. Red card penalty, yep. Jason says, Kim Kardashian's brand Skims, Bolo. Yep, they would be. They certainly would be. Car Parts says Sandra. Nope. I'm selling all my wife's shapewear. Don't you dare. That's terrible. Stockings. Nope. No wonder my corset sold within minutes. Exactly. Wow, says Melanie. Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it? Yeah. Leah says I have one on listing now. I best get that finished. You best. Dean says thongs. No. So the number two is more what I would have expected the answer to be. Someone got close before with the general category. It's not clothing. So I'm going to leave you with that thought. And I am going to duck to the loo. And leave you all thinking about that. All right, so it's not clothing, Jody. I'll give you some hints. It's not clothing and it's not technology related. No, I can't say that. It's pretty much not technology created. So it's not Apple something and it's not DVDs. So I shall leave you with that. And no, it's not Bibles. But I will just... Back. I'm back. Okay, let's see what we got for guesses. Has anyone got it right? Got through all those. Skincare, no. Comic books, no. Turn my mic off. I did. Jason, camera, no. You're funny, Wendy. Yes. Watches, no. Oops. Octopus plushes, yeah. Well, could be. Look. Smiling for a change. Cookbooks, definitely not. Commode chair in the corner, Gigi, yes. That's what I need. Oh, the cat wanted to come in when I went out the toilet, so here she is. Say hello to all the boys and girls. This is Simba. Say hello, Simba. Hello. Haven't been able to teach her how to wave. Barbie, you're in the right area. Graham says 2026 there is talk VHS is going to be top value. Yeah. 20 years from the last VHS, is that right? Christmas lights, no. So Rob's been the closest. He said Barbie. Hearing aids. Good on you, Dean. Granny rollers. Yep, they're coming third. The granny rollers are. Soda City Flip says, whoops, I just got to adjust my chair. Soda City Flips says, I've gained 11 subs since during this chat. Thank you guys so much. Only 37 more to hit 1K. Fantastic. Good work, guys. Trading cards. No. Well done. Yes, fantastic. That's good. Cindy's got it. Cindy, wish I had a prize for you. I don't, but you got it. Lego. You got it. You got it. Where's the link? I shall give it to you again. Just because I'm 10, if the cat doesn't get in my way. Yes, I know. It's bedtime, isn't it? Well, that's what you think. There we go. I will replace that. So I'll pinch it to the top this time. So hopefully that will give you some more subs. Oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Done. Bratz. Paw Patrol, action figures. Well, yeah, toys were in there, but yeah, Lego was the answer. What other things did we get? Vintage action figures, porcelain dolls, Monster High or Bratz dolls. Bluey figurines. Yeah, they're probably pretty good too. Soda there for another 2 for you. Yep, that's good, that's good, that's good. That's what I'd like to see. She's cranky because she's ready for bed. And this is what she does. We might need to get another drink. Watch out, Simba. Got to get another drink. Jody says that she found a box of Troll Lego for $12.50 half price day. Excellent. Excellent. So the City Flip says thank you all. And I thank you too. Is that a real photo behind Granny or an op shop pickup? So this one up here, above the light switch, is that the one you mean, Wendy? That was actually my grandmother's. So yeah, not a photo. It's a print. Which yeah, I understand I could sell it for a bit, but yeah, don't want to. Don't want to. Canadian Club. All right. So number 3 on the. Do you want to do some more guesses? Do you want to know what the third thing is? Number 3. Dave says, is that the Lego haul found when the Vic police did that drug bust? Yeah, Simba does look sleepy, but we'll give Simba, we'll give it about 10 minutes, and then I probably will finish up because this is the longest I've sat all at once and did the live stream for since I had my back surgery. I don't want to push it. And she will get very cranky. And she just kept annoying me. And there's bloody fur getting everywhere. Yes, indeed. Sent you a link to the Octo and Gigi. Oh, so you've already made it. And I just have to link it. Is that how that works? Why don't we have a look? Okay. Okay, so the Octo, I'll put the link in the chat. And so Jodie's made us a bingo card, an Octo and Granny bingo card. And it goes, hang on, I've got to find where I put it now. It goes something like this. That's exactly right. World domination, eBay, DVDs, Octo, Grumpy Granny, subscribe, books, and end and sell similar. That should be pretty easy to do. Graham says, swear word, I got 12 Lego sets I need to dig out. Woman was selling on Facebook and pics were crap. Ad was up for over a week. She dropped the price to $30 and no one wanted it. So I thought it was 4 sets, but there was 12. Well, Graham, get them out and sell them. Dave, yes, that was huge. Did they sell the drugs just to buy the Lego? Very likely. And Graham also has 2 plastic tubs with it. Probably got paid in Lego for the drugs, says Wendy. Does Simba muscle in when you are taking photos? I battle constantly with my 2 to get them out of the... Simba no longer gets on my photo table, which has got carpet on it. And, of course, all the fur goes on there. And then you can imagine if you put a pair of black jeans on there, what happens. So we had a bit of a battle with that, but the squirty water bottle does wonders. So she doesn't get up there anymore, but she does think she owns the desk. Yeah, this list, indeed. Can I say I love the review, both of them? Thank you very much, Dean. I appreciate that. I really do. We thought it was pretty fair and balanced. So, yeah, we loved it too. And, yeah, look, with all the timing's an amazing thing, and then with all the other drama, unfortunately, there were some people in the community that, look, they quite obviously hadn't watched the videos because they wouldn't have taken the stance that they did and been as nasty as they were if they actually had of if they actually had of watched the videos, I don't think they would have taken the attitude that they did. Jody says I can change it. Oh, yeah. Look, we'll have fun. Yeah, we will have fun. Lego money laundering. Lego laundering. Taven says, boy, do I know the pain of listing clothes with a cat? Yeah. Oh, look, I go through that many lint rollers. It's ridiculous. And, it's fine. Like, I listed a pair of navy shorts today. I picked them up, like, they're pretty much brand new FXD work shorts. Picked them up at the op shop today, came straight home and listed them and bagged them. And that was good. Got them all done and hardly had to get the lint roller out at all. But, anything that gets left around. And plus, I live in an old house and there's dust and stuff anyway. It makes it a bit hard. Dean says, very fair and on point. I'm sorry you got flack. Yeah, look, I can deal with it. Like, it was more the fact, I think, that the people that had a shot before the second video even came out, and they were having a shot about the second video. They were assuming what was going to be in there, and they had no idea. So, they should have. Graham says, great idea with the carpet from Bunnings. I went to get a meter. The girl said she couldn't be bothered measuring, and you ended up with 3 meters for the price of 1. Excellent. That would have been good. Yeah, it's a great carpet, isn't it? Because you can just, especially if it's something, even if you're someone that needs to pack your photo station up when you're not using it, the carpet's great because it's so lightweight. You can just roll it up. Bunnings, the pet lint roller is amazing. Is it now, Liz? All right, I shall have to have a look at that because I'm always looking for the ones I get here at the supermarket, because I need to try and get something a little bit better than that. They work fine, but they don't last me long enough. Did you carpet with it? Jason says, am I the only one that doesn't know the $99 person and the other one buying the eBay stores? Give him some hints, people. He might come from Queensland. Caven says that's unfortunately what happens when you question a cult. Yeah, there was a little bit of cultish behaviour, I have to say. Jody says, I need that girl to work at Spotlight. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? That would be good. So Spotlight, for those of you in America, Spotlight is our fabric place where you go and buy all your sewing supplies and fabric. So Rob says, I'm itching to turn the rotary too. I just don't know the number. Very clever, Rob. Very clever. Jody says, I don't know either. I kind of feel left out. Oh, dear. Yes, DVDs are a favourite thing that person sells. And Graham says, Matt the Aussie Flipper. I have no idea what you're talking about, Graham. Anthony says, I've been having a few lowballs lately. One on an Oxford dress, less than 50% what I had it up for. Sold it less than 24 hours later, full price. Yeah, you'll find that because the eBay algorithm works on activity. So you will often find that if you knock back a lowball offer, that generally that will sell within a short space of time afterwards. And that is, do you want to join in, do Simba? You're getting cranky because you're not getting to join in? Is that better? Look at your dirty face. What have you been doing? She's dirty as anything. She's been rolling. This cat likes to roll in the dirt for some reason. She's half of her is brown. Look at her, instead of being white. So, yeah, so the activity of getting that offer and knocking it back works, helps get the activity going. Sandra says, my daughter works at Spotlight. Does she mess up the measurements like that or can't be bothered measuring? Graham says, Jody, you need nurse's uniform. Yeah, there you go, you see. She thought Graham was doing a great job being a nurse. Yes, same person, both things. If you want to know what I'm talking about, hang on, I'll find the link. Just feeling quite pleased with myself with all this linking stuff on Commonwealth Picker. So Commonwealth Flipper. He released recently a video from when Mel and him were over in America, and that's where he says it. And I mean, yeah, I'd be interested to know if other people take the same view of it. Don't go and watch it now, though. Wait till I'm gone. Whether other people had the same view that I did of what gets said, or am I just super paranoid and just thought of it that way? When you have no idea what the other eBay store thing is, I have no idea what the other eBay store thing is. Rob, just let me say, you can fit more than 5 DVDs in a small satchel. It's called a small bubble mailer. Yep. Sandra, I think so. Cathan says, I get lowball offers all the time. It's like, is my $9 one-of-a-kind shirt not cheap enough for you? Yeah, exactly. Yep. Exactly. Jody said, I had someone who took a lowball offer on a book then asked for a discount on postage. Oh, yeah. See, that's wrong. That is wrong. Look, I'll occasionally take a reasonable offer. Like, so today, for example, these have only been listed for a couple of days. They were the pure Western jeans, with the embroidery and stuff on them, like the blingy ones for the rodeo people like them. And I had them listed for $39.95. No, I had them listed for $45, I think, $45, and sent someone an offer which was a 20% discount. They then counted me back with $30. Now, normally I would have knocked that back and counted it with slightly higher offer. However, this was also a returning customer, so that had already purchased stuff off me before. So I actually did accept their $30, and it's $30 plus post. So I did accept their offer because of that. Where are we up to? Leah says, Jason, I don't either, and I'm in Queensland. Well, put the link there. You can all go watch now. Graham says, yes, Jason, Matt told me a long time ago to stop commenting on his videos. Well, you could comment on this one, Graham. It's not actually his video. It's Commonwealth Flippers or Pickers Flippers video. Jody. Right. Liz, there was a reseller I watched for some time in the Gold Coast area. Then the videos went a bit odd. I stopped watching him after that. Okay. I wonder who that one is. Because I actually have noticed the other guy that was in Queensland, they used to do a bit of stuff together. He stopped doing videos. And then he's had a bit of a break, but I noticed the other day he must have released something. See if I can find it. Let me see. I've got that many subscriptions. My subscription thing is like a bit hard to navigate if I don't actually know the name of the channel. Because I have got that many subscriptions in there. No, I can't think of it. Anyway, young guy from up in Queensland. I haven't looked at any of his new stuff, but I did notice that he had wait till GG's gone. Yeah, wait till I'm gone. I will not stay much longer. Dean, I have to say I took inspiration from your scratch and sniff world map. Oh, nice. I now send an Aussie key ring in every international post. You get them cheap from the cheap shop, 15 for $2. Nice. Yeah. Look, I'm going to try and get some. I want to at least try and get some, get something that I can put in mine, because I do send a lot of stuff overseas, and it would just be nice to give them something. I did think of actually putting dried gum leaves in there, but then I figured that mightn't go so well in customs. Really? But yeah, it'd be nice to put something in there. 7 DVDs in a padded satchel. If you squeeze, no, you can. I've done that, because you can put them in and then you put one on the top. Catherine says, I only realised today how much bigger those small bubble mailers are. Yes. And that is why I do my jeans, and I put my jeans in the small bubble mailers. Now, most people that sell jeans will sell them with postage being a medium size satchel, because you need to put them, if you're going to put them in a vinyl satchel, you need to put them in the medium size. They don't fit in the small. Well, some of the really small size ones will, but not the normal ones, especially a pair of men's jeans. But if you put them in the small bubble mailers, they actually fit quite well. And the way I fold mine, they fit in perfectly. Jason says, I'm pretty sure his mum and dad bought him his house. No way is he getting a loan being a reseller for only 12 months. Yep, I thought the same thing. Or if they didn't, they may not have bought it, but I'd say they've at least gone guarantor. Supposition. But yeah. Rob says, Catherine, and there's no stuffing around with bubble wrap. Indeed. We will not talk about bubble wrap and sticky tape. Aussie slipper. Jody says, Catherine, the bubble satchels are all much bigger than the other satchels. I hardly use those smaller satchels, yeah. And I don't. I only use the bubble mailers now. So I have, so what I do, and Octo does a similar thing, I have small, medium, and large bubble mailers. And so what I sell needs to fit in those. If I can't fit it in those, then I don't sell it. The only other thing I do have, which I do have these, which are a flat pack box, which I originally got to put my hats in, because that is something, I mean, you've got to put hats in a box. But I'll just fold one up. If I can do it without wrecking everything on my desk. So, but I also don't want to use all of these, selling all odd, putting odd shaped stuff in it, because then they've still got to go. Because if I do a hat in these, it's your own packaging, and it's still under 500 grams. So it's still the same price as a small size. So that's those boxes. The beauty of these is, though, these I also use, these are the boxes that I store my jeans in. So I would have had to buy the boxes to put on the shelves for the jeans. And because of my back, these are much better because they're smaller for me. So each of my shelves has 2 of these in them. I cut the top of it, of course, for that. So, yeah, these are the only other extra thing that I have. But, yeah, they are for the hats only. Jax is back doing videos. Jax is who? Is that the one I was talking about from Queensland? Dean, it was a joke, and I'm on the Gold Coast. Yeah. Leah says, are you really bagging Matt? I met him and Mel at a get-together on the Gold Coast. Really nice guy. He always shops at thrift stores, so that bit doesn't make sense. Watch the video, Leah. I'll put the link in there. That in this video, that's not what he says. He says he basically doesn't shop at the thrift stores anymore. And then he goes on to say, when he gets asked about, how he gets all the private deals, he says he gets the bulk of his stuff from private deals. Well, he pretty much said he gets all of his stuff at private deals. And so Kevin, the Commonwealth Flipper, asks him how he gets the private deals, and that's when he says about buying out eBay stores. I'm only going on what he himself said on that video. Jody says, that would make a funny YouTube video. How many DVDs you can squeeze in a satchel? Yep. Kevin says, I won't be using them anymore. Liz, was that Gold Coast pickup? No, he's a younger guy than that. I think polymailers, that is. I include Australian postcards in initial orders. That's a nice idea, Vaya. Hi, Vaya. Good to have you in. Yeah, that's a nice. I did think about that. Doing that one. Here at Joe's just says, I use the bubble mailers after watching Mel use them. Much easier. Yeah, it is. Rob says 4 and 4 and 1 on top for good luck. Exactly. That's what I do. Same with books. With the little thinner books, if you've got a lot of books in, and not just in the small ones either. If you've got, so I had a set of 13 books today that I posted, which went in the large mailer. But to get them all in the right way, you put in your 2 lots and keep them level, next 2 lots and keep them level, and then you put one sideways in on the top. It'll slide in. Hello, Vaya. Good to see you. Dean says, Rob, did you watch a Flipper vid today? Rob says, no comment. Capon, Matt had a marketing job before becoming a reseller and likely had a decent amount of savings. Yep, quite likely. Here at Jodes, Jody, who am I saying that here at Jodes? See, it's getting time to go to bed because I'm getting tired. Jody says, I bought something off someone and the wrapping was bad and no thank you note. Would you give them feedback? I probably still would give them feedback. I'd still, look, it depends. I'd probably have a look at their existing feedback and see if there's any other negative comments. If there are, go for a negative or a neutral. But if it seems like it's a one-off, maybe still give them a positive. So give them a false positive. Give them a positive feedback, but then say, you were disappointed with the packaging. Too many CCs. Yeah, I'm only on my second one. That's the trouble. Not enough. Where do I get those boxes? I got them off eBay. I'm not going to find that on YouTube, am I? Oh, see, I am tired. Getting tired there. Purchase history. Let's go. And this is the second lot of these that I've bought. So initially I bought, they come in packs of 50, I believe. And initially I bought one lot, and then I then bought a second lot. Or have they got 100? I think the size I buy is for a 50. It has 50 in the box, I think. Anyway, I bought 2 boxes regardless, so that I had plenty here and didn't have to keep on ordering them. So there is the link for those. What size box is that? It's that size box. Can't ask me that now that I've chucked it on the floor. I used to have it on my monitor. I used to have a bit of tape on the bottom of the monitor screen with it written on there, so I didn't ever have to measure it. But because I've got new monitors, I haven't put it back on. So these are 24 by, guess what? 24. And I think 15. Yeah, it's probably 14, I think. Around about 14 and a half. So, yeah, they're a good size. They're possibly a little big for a hat, but, yeah, hey, what? I'm happy with them and the right size for my jeans. Jody says, I use smaller ones for clothes. Playing shops, that's a great idea. It doesn't add to the weight. What's that? Did I miss something? Better tell me, because I must have missed something. Vara and I met a few months ago with Mel, Tom and John. Yeah, that looked fun. I was hoping to go to that, but yeah, it wasn't to be. Wendy says, the everyday flipper is a teenager that he would hang. No, it's not him. No. Not him. Anthony says, I had a non-payment buyer after 4 days. They graduated to my block list. Yes, indeed. Straight to the block list. Jody, are you happy with the item? Yeah, look, that's probably the thing, isn't it? Jody says, I'll give them feedback, but give them positive feedback. Yeah, look, I would, if it's only the packaging that you're disappointed in, but the item's still all right, I'd still give them positive, but I'd just put in the comment, I'm disappointed with the packaging. The item was a bit damaged due to the wrapping. Yeah, well, that's not good. That's not good. Do you need a thank you card nowadays? Up to you. I think it's a nice personal touch. And you can do a lot with them. I mean, especially if you want to print, well, not necessarily print them yourself, because you can still do them fairly cheaply, even if you want to do them yourself, design them yourself, and then print them, take them and get where you get photos printed off. I mean, I don't. I just use a brown card that I print mine on. And I've got my QR code for my store. Actually, the ones that I'm using at the moment, which, I think I used the last one today. I have to print some more off. Actually had a QR code for coupon to give them a discount if they scanned it. But I usually include just the coupon code, the QR code for my store. Graham says, I pick around 1,000 vintage postcards the other week for free. Oh, Graham, can I have them, please? Send them to me. Good night, Sandra. I am going to bed. I am. I'm just going to read the comments and then I am going. Jody says, always give my buyers a thank you note and have been given positive comments about my personal note. I just add a bit to my printed note. Yeah. Look, originally I was stamping mine with a thank you stamp because it did look a little bit more handmade, but it got to the point that was just not time for me. The time that I spent doing that was not doable anymore. So I then put the thank you in text on the card, and then I had it all printed out, and then I would sign it. And I still sign them myself. I sign them regards, Leanne, and I do that in a different coloured pen. Which video is Grumpy Granny referencing remat sourcing? So it's a video that Kevin, the Commonwealth Picker, recently released 12 days ago from when Mel and Matt were over in America. I'll put the link in for you again. Because, yeah, I'd be curious to know if everyone else thinks the same thing that I do. Just telling Gigi to go to bed. Yeah, I know. I've got to finish the chat first. I put a thank you note once and the buyer left a negative. Never did it again. Must have been a bad thank you note, Kevin. I've had a couple of good comments about mine. Is that still a small post? What's that? The box, yes. Oh, well, look, depends what you put in it. That is a small if it's under 500 grams that's in it, which a hat is always going to be under 500 grams. Jamie. What? Night. Yes, I am going. Jason says, how many cancellation requests do you get a year with the excuse? My son purchased using my account. Oh, look. Yeah. I really honestly, I wish they would just instead say, yeah, look, I'm sorry, I don't actually want that anymore. That's all I have to say. They don't have to say, oh, sorry, my son cancelled, bought it by mistake. Yeah, sure. It's not like it's a single click on a button, is it? Jody says, well, that's a good find. I know. Vaya says, nice. Just started listing some vintage postcards in bundles. Sold one lot so far. Ooh. I'll have to have a look. Love me a good vintage postcard. Wendy says, okay, I'm out. Great chatting. Yep, night, Wendy. I'm going too as soon as I get to the bottom of the comments. So stop commenting, everyone. Vista Printer pretty shit. They are. I like doing them myself for the time being. I mean, it will get to the point I will go through Vista Print because it'll take me, it's too long doing them mine. Anthony says, Jason, what other things is the kid buying? Yeah. Jody says, Jason, I have a few cancellation requests lately. Started messaging them asking why. Then I use that to try and sell them something different. Good on you. Positive feedback about my professional wrapping with cardboard, which I learned from you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, so with that, which I filmed a bit of that today for an upcoming video, that cardboard that the boxes are made of is really nice and firm but thin and light. So sometimes, I mean, pretty much all the cardboard that I use for my protectors are just an old cardboard box that I have cut up, which I also show in that video. And Chris Tyler, hello. I'm very well, thank you, Chris. I'm not going to be here for too long because I'm trying to get to the end of the chat, but it's not working very, very well. But occasionally I've got one that I'm sending overseas, and putting the bit thicker cardboard from the other boxes is going to put it just up into the next band of weight. And so sometimes I will cut those boxes up and use them if it's going to keep it up, because they're like 40. I think they worked out last time I bought them at they cost me 49 cents each. So if it costs me an extra 50 cents to keep it under that extra weight band, it's well worth it. Sandra's saying hi to Chris from the UK. And that was about your postcards. Hello, Governor, says Rob. And Chris is saying hi to everyone. Kafin says the negative was in regards to the item because they apparently couldn't read the instructions. Kafin, now come on. We cannot expect buyers to read the instructions, nor can we expect them to read the description or the condition thereof your item. I think we have to accept that they just do not. Yes, it is, Bronwyn. Time for me to go to bed. We'd love to you keep going, but you need to rest. Yes, I do. I do. I am starting to feel a little bit now, so I do have to go. Even if I don't get to the end of the chat. Oh, yeah, it's midnight. What's going on? I just write thanks and enjoy on an old postcard or an upside. Oh, you put an old postcard in there. Oh. No, that's very nice. But I want the postcard. Yeah, good night, Gigi. Thank you. Jody says, I got a funny lot for $4 for Vegemite toast stencils, about 23 sets of 3. Very nice, very nice, very nice. I'm going to quickly go through. Yes, Lucy Mabel Atwell, indeed. Time to ask. No, it is not time to ask me questions. It's time for me to go to bed. Anytime, pick up. Roman, hello, 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 hello. It's 9 a.m. in Cleveland, Ohio, and snowing. It is midnight here, just gone midnight, and I'm going to bed in a minute. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the chat first. So it's midnight here, and I'm in short sleeves, if that tells you anything about the weather. People saying hello. Love the snow. I've only seen snow once in my entire life, and that was when I was a teenager. So that was a long time ago. Yes. Jody watched his video. That's why I grabbed them. They're from all over the world. Whose video was that? Graham? Everyone stop commenting. Yes, exactly. Jody's the worst at it. She's shocking. Stop commenting. Rob says, I had a customer input their email address into the address this week. Oh, that's intelligent. Perhaps they would like you to send it to them electronically. Vaya says they're usually promotional modern cards. Okay, cool. All right, let you off with the hook. It's time for reselling. Time for bed. I'm just saying, Roman, to the others, and the reason I am going to go in a minute, even if I don't get to the bottom. Oh, the auction professor, yes, love him. Is because I recently had back surgery, and I've actually been limited in the past few live streams I've done to only being here for an hour. But I've actually been here for 2.5 hours tonight, which I'm about had it. My back needs to go lie down. Now, Chris, 1 p.m. Friday here in the UK. Very good. Well, it's actually officially Saturday here. See, you're looking at your future. I'll give you the lottery numbers. Okay. What have you buggers done? I have lost my spot. Caven says, I saw snow for the first time this year. Well, there you go. Or is that the first time you saw it from your house? The white purse you had in the video with the Batman cup, did you sell it? Saw one today. The white purse you had in the video with the Batman cup. Oh, that's an old video. Yes, I believe so. Where is the octopus? Oh, he's in bed. He's a big lala. He gets up early in the mornings, unlike me. So he's not here tonight. This is just me. Jody says she can type fast. Octo is sleeping. Yes. Yes, auction professor. The bottom keeps getting lower and lower. It does. That time you bloody stopped. You like time warp. It is. Let's all do the time warp. A lot of postcard artwork. I love postcard artwork. Oh, it keeps on going down too. You like 8. Dave, stop that. Go to bed so I can rewind and watch the start, please, in peace. Yeah, I will. I will. Hi, Georgie. I got to go to bed, unfortunately. I would like to stay and chat a bit longer, but I do have to put this back to bed because I have lasted a lot longer than I have the last few weeks. Bedtime shortly. I think I should be getting up at 4:30. Oh, going to Queensland. Nice. This is a token. Yeah, good on you, Dave. You are a... Yeah, I will have to quit because you're all... Yes, okay, I'm going. I am going. Would you want me to sing you a lullaby to bed tonight? No, I won't. I'm Grumpy Granny, the eBay queen. That's all you're getting. And I am off. Cheerio.